Hey everybody, this is Niall and Alex. We're up late tonight because we went and saw The Lost Bus, which got a limited theatrical appearances. It's at the Alamo here in our town. It's got Matthew McConaughey and a good story. There's a woman in it, I don't know what her name is, but she's in the Barbie movie. She plays the exact same character, this kind of like just woman that I don't know. I mean, she did what she needed to do in the movie. It just wasn't anything great. That's how I feel about the movie. It was interesting. It's a true story. It's about the 2018 Camp Fire out there in California. Killed 84 or 85 people caused by power and gas company. They got charged with 84 counts of involuntary manslaughter. But the movie itself, it's also on Apple TV. And probably this will be the last week it's out, but I thought I'd do a review over it since we went and saw it, in case you were thinking about going to see it this weekend. Yeah, The Lost Bus. I really think it felt like a direct-to-TV movie. The worst part about it was the CGI. Like, it was bad enough that it kind of threw you off at times, especially when they showed these long tracking shots of them going through the forest and you see the fire and the smoke, and it felt like you, like Alex had mentioned, it felt like you were in a video game. Story itself I thought was good. It was inspiring. I mean, it's the story of how Toby McKay, who is Matthew McConaughey's character, drove this bus through and out of a giant blazing fire in California that killed all those people and damaged like 18,000 homes. I think it said it caused $16.5 billion worth of damages. That company had to pay like $13.5 billion in compensation. Matthew McConaughey, he's like one of my favorite actors, him and Woody Harrelson, but yes! McConaughey is in this movie and he does a good job. I definitely don't think this will ever be in his top list of best performances he's ever done. It might even be in his worst.
Yes, in the comment if you agree with me.
But I think even his worst, he does a good job. They definitely didn't try at all to make Matthew McConaughey look like the guy in real life and the true story. I'm imagining that they got Matthew McConaughey to sign on to do this movie and they just didn't care at all if he doesn't look like the real guy. It's interesting to imagine what the conversation would have been like between Matthew McConaughey and that guy when he talked to him to learn the part. But this Toby McKay, he's a hero. He got a school bus full of children out of deadliest fire in California history. The movie made it feel like a school bus ride through hell. There's just fire everywhere. Even as we're watching, I just kind of felt hot. There were certain lines of drama that they really tried to play on that just felt unnecessary. Like these little conversations about their past, and they're really drawing out a story that is mainly about this fire, and they're trying to make it about, you know, McConaughey's character not feeling like he's a sufficient dad. And then the title of the movie, The Lost Bus, I feel like you could come up with a better title than that. It feels like a Stephen King horror novel title. But as much as I'm ripping on the movie, it was decent. I'd say if you got nothing better to do and you're looking for anything to watch, then it's an option. Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 84%. Audiences gave it like 90 something. I would give it a 60, maybe a 55. Wasn't anything great. If I saw it on TV, I would think it was a great TV movie. I think it's a cash grab by Apple TV, I guess as is any movie. This one more so than others. Keep people subscribed to Apple TV too. I don't know what the director's done besides this, but I'll put it here and his name here. And The Lost Bus. Would I go see it again? No. Was it worth the watch? I guess. Good story. Not a lot of depth to it. And Matthew McConaughey's character, I don't know why they chose to go that route. I guess grounded in reality, but they kind of make this character that I thought was going to be this heroic character who's like, I gotta go save these children. He's trying to find ways out of trying to save those kids. He doesn't want to go out there, but after feeling compelled to go out there, he does, by his own choice, go out there to get those kids, and things go from bad to worse. And what that must be like to be in one of those fires, you know, you always hear about it, but I never really thought about how intense that would be until we watched that movie. Another thing is the guy who played chief of California Fire Department did a great job, and the school bus lady, she did a good job of acting they were convincing. I thought they were good as any of the other actors in the movie, if not better. But the other thing I really took away from the movie was just how neat it is that we as humans have structured systems which allow us to handle catastrophes like that. The movie did a good job of getting down to how those type of things are actually addressed, the things they have to plan for, from figuring out how to prevent traffic to reserving water, handling press, and just the impact it takes on those first responders as well. I'd never really thought about it, but it's pretty amazing how we've created these systems where we're able to address this situation, and people just pull together and they play their part. And in this situation, nature was more powerful than the systems we had in place. I'm really glad they didn't develop a love relationship between him and the school teacher who was on board with him. And then they had a scene at the end. I guess it was important, but felt a little drawn out. I don't know how long the movie was, but it could have very well been like a 45-minute movie. Well, let's say an hour movie, and it would have been just fine. But yeah, The Last Bus, Toodaloo.